Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. So, today is an amazing day because I'm making my first reaction video. Well, not really a reaction, it's more of a review. And today, it's gonna go ahead and be one of my all time favorite artists, but this is actually an album that I had never heard until someone told me about it. Um, it's by Joji, and it's an album called Ballads 1. Look at this dude, bro. This is the actual album cover. Now, I knew a couple of the songs on Ballads 1 going into it. So, like Slow Dancing in the Dark and Yeah Right were songs that I previously knew before going into this. But there was something about this album that just really stuck with me. So, like, this obviously was one of the sad boy albums or whatever, and more on, like, if you were, it was the middle of the night and you needed something to just cry your heart out to, this was probably gonna be it. But I thought that this album was beautiful. So, like, fuck, I'm gonna just have to cut that out the video. So, this album was beautiful. And obviously, there's a few songs that I really liked on here. Like, I'll go ahead and give you all of the songs that I really just absolutely enjoyed on this album. Got Slow Dancing in the Dark, Test Drive, Can't Get Over You, Yeah Right, Come Through, and I think my favorite on the track, not the track, on the album was R.I.P. with Trippie Redd, which is one of only three uh, features on this album, but he had an amazing feature on this. Ooh, shit, my. But nah, he had an amazing feature on this, and just that, the production of that song was beautiful. Something that I, it reminded me something of like Frank Ocean on his, oh shit, what is it? The Blonde album. I thought the it was just beautiful and amazing. But anyways, there's also some songs that just were they were misses to me, like Attention and Wanted You, No Fun. Like I just I could not get on the I cannot get aboard with those songs. But I mean, this was definitely more of a experimental album, but it was definitely something that really put a big step forward for Joji, because his albums, his couple like mixtapes before that were definitely more on the like 4 or 5 song length, and he just didn't know what his voice was or what his sound really was yet, but I feel like he really came into what he was supposed to be on this album, and I thought that it was beautiful. But obviously, like I said, there's a couple songs that weren't the greatest on it, and there were definitely some songs that were amazing, and like I said, the production on this album was beautiful, and that Trippie Redd feature was just amazing. It was amazing, beautiful. But all in all, I'd probably say that I would have to give this album a good 7 to 8 out of 10. Now, like I said, it would probably be a 9 out of 10 if all the songs were really good, but or maybe if there were like a couple more features, like I kind of wanted, like I know that this is a really big stretch, but like having Juice World or Frank Ocean on one of these songs would have been amazing. And I just feel like some of the songs like uh come through were just, he just kept dragging it on, and I really didn't like that. But most of the songs were really good. So yeah, I'd probably say a light 8, and I recommend this album to anybody that's trying to get into more of an R&B sound, whatever. Like now, obviously, it's not like actual mainstream R&B, but I thought that it was really nice, and I definitely recommend this to anybody that's trying to get in the Joji, or like if you listen to Frank Ocean or um any of X's newer stuff, like the Question Mark album, like this is going to be a very good album for you to listen to. So I personally enjoy making these or whatever, and they're gonna come out every other day probably. But I just hope that you guys mess with it, and I'll see y'all in a couple days. Love you.